YTPC. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Bearded Tamper. So, this is a Sea Smoke Pipes and Pottery pipe. Eric Weaver, pretty cool dude. Pretty cool pipes he makes. Makes some pretty neat pottery too. But yeah, check out that fire grain. Just kind of the flames just kind of wrap around the pipe. It's pretty neat. Love it. Beautiful pipe. Shout out to Eric. If you guys haven't checked him out, go check him out. Sea Smoke Pipes and Pottery. So in it, I have some Shanae cake. Shanae's cake by Cornell and Deal. It's a fantastic blend. Read you the description. It's named in honor of Pierre Shanae, the farmer accredited with discovering the process that turns barley into Perique in 1824. Cornell and Deal's Shanae's cake is a combination of Virginia and Perique, pressed into an old-fashioned crumble cake. This Cellar Series blend is a Perique powerhouse for those who simply can't get enough of this truffle of tobacco. Estimated peak time, 10 to 15 years. Now, if you don't know, the Cellar Series, they specifically blended these tobaccos to where they would obviously reach the peak in 10 to 15 years. So you're supposed to buy them and then never smoke them for 10 to 15 years. That's hard for me to do. 10 to 15 years is a long time. I've never cellared tobacco. I haven't even been smoking a pipe for 10 to 15 years. But I've had some tobacco that's been fairly old. I say fairly old, meaning 4 years old. And it was pretty good, but I had it, I think it was the Bold Kentucky was some of the oldest. I have had some vintage Marlin Flake. I don't know how old that was, but I really, between the Marlin Flake, the vintage Marlin Flake, and new Marlin Flake that I had, and it was only not even a year old. It wasn't a huge difference. It wasn't a big enough difference to me that I would want to not smoke the Marlin Flake that I had. If I had a bunch of Marlin Flake, it would be because I just wanted to have a bunch of Marlin Flake just to ensure that I had Marlin Flake later. As Brian Levine says, tobacco is never going to be more readily available, and it's never going to be cheaper than it is right now. So that's what a cellar is to me. Would be more to have the tobacco to smoke later down the road when it gets expensive, or the government just decides to completely run our lives and say, no, you cannot have tobacco, and try to take it off the market. But anyways, so C&D Shanae's cake, it came in a cake, a typical Cornell and Deal cake, but I have it broke up, and that's what it looks like broke up. It's some Virginia and Perique, and I didn't think I was gonna smoke it. I didn't know if I'd like it or not. Never had it. And starting out, when I first smoked it, like the first, 4 or 5 bowls of it, it seemed to me to be pretty plain. Almost like eating, some food, like potato maybe. Like, say mashed potatoes that didn't have any salt, no pepper in it. I don't know, just pretty plain, you know. And potatoes need salt and pepper, in my opinion. But now it's picked up a bit. You're starting to get, you know, you think Perique, you think spicy, um, and and that's what I was expecting when I first opened it, but I did not get that. But now it's really starting to pick up. It's starting to I don't know. It's not as plain. It's more complex. I wouldn't say that the spice is there that I expect from a Perique powerhouse, but it's still a good tobacco. I mean, it's a very good tobacco. All Cornell and Deal tobacco that I've had has been great, and that's the blender really that my palate um, really agrees with. Although I have recently smoked a can of Escudo, and maybe that's why. I smoked a can of Escudo, and my life really hasn't been the same. But this isn't a review on Shanae's cake. Uh, I'm just popping on here to see what's, well, as I see what's going on. I don't have to be on this side of the screen to see what's going on. As a matter of fact, I really can't. But anyway, to just kind of show some recent acquisitions and maybe see if somebody wants to do a trade or just whatever. But I've always loved the Nerup shape. I've always wanted a Nerup. And as we all know, Christmas was about a month ago, and I got a Nerup for Christmas. A wonderful, wonderful Nerup. It's larger than I had anticipated, but that is okay because down here, oh, I really do like it. I don't intend to throw it around. This beautiful coloring on this thing, yeah, and that was the great appeal of it, was the coloring and the blast that they did, the finish that they put on it, you know, and just the shape of it. You know, it looks like the bowl's just barely even sitting on the shank, and then the stem. You know, the stem to shank adornments, and it fits great in the mouth. I love it. It feels so good. Love it. It's a great pipe. It's a classic, Nerup classic, but it smokes fantastic. I love this pipe. I love it. I want to smoke it all the time, and sometimes I just, you know, pack it halfway full, just to smoke it, because I know that I'm not going to be sitting down for an hour and a half smoking it. But it's a fantastic pipe. Highly recommend a Nerup to anybody. And I can do that now because I own one. The couple of pipes that I have actually made, I tried to mirror, you know, the Nerup, the Danish style. But I've never come close. But, you know, in my mind, they're close enough to enjoy. So anyways, I recently picked up this pipe, along with a couple other pipes, just a pot. It doesn't have a name, a maker, but it's made in London, England. And it's a fantastic finish on it. But, you know, it's a large bowl. You know, it's a hefty bowl, pretty big sized bowl. You know, I got big hands, so compared to, you know, you can see the hole on it, and that is some charring on there, but I don't like it. I don't like the mouthpiece. I don't like. I just don't really care for it. And and I don't want it anymore. It's just taking up space. So if this sparks anybody's interest, let me know, and we can do a trade or whatever. But it's just just a straight stem, no filter. So that's up for grabs. And also Softy Bits, pipe bits. I bought a bag. There's a bag of 30, and there's 26. Look, 26 as you can see left in there. I do not like them. I wanted to save a couple of my stems, the bits, the mouthpiece. I don't know. A couple, the nicer pipes that I have ebonite stems on them, and I wanted to preserve those because I'm a heavy clincher. Not that I bite through my stems, but I do leave teeth marks on it. It's nothing crazy, easy to get out. But I don't like these at all. I don't know. I don't like the way they fill in the mouth. It opens my mouth up too wide, I guess. Not comfortable for me to clench at all. Even on some of the thinnest stems that I have. I just don't like them. So these, obviously I'm looking to get rid of too. There's 26 of them here, and I'll never use them. They're just sitting around. So if anybody wants it's just a basket pipe. I mean, it's a very well made pipe. I've smoked it a couple times, but I cleaned it, and so it's ready to smoke now, but I just don't want it anymore. And then the Softy Bits, things that are just laying around, I need to get rid of them. There's probably going to be a couple more pipes later on down the road, but I need to clean them up and get them sanitized and ready to smoke. But let me know if you're interested. We can work something out. But other than that, just happy to get back in the groove of things. I've been out for a little bit. Been sick. Of course, we had the holidays, but I was sick all through the holidays. I had the flu, and then I had the flu before Christmas. And then I got about a break, a couple day break. I was able to enjoy Christmas with my family. And then right after that, the whole house got sick with what the doctors call bronchiolitis. Is just a fever, heavy congestion, it was miserable, absolutely miserable, blowing your nose, hacking up stuff. And that carried on for a couple of weeks. It was pretty bad. The whole house had it. My son, my little 6-month-old boy, had to be hospitalized for a week. It was bad, but we're all on the plane of getting better now. Still got a little bit of a cough going on, just the last bit of phlegm that won't come up, but much better, absolutely much better. And then I've got the downstairs, the smoking hole, the winter smoking room all set up, and yeah, just been busy and glad to be feeling better. Thank God for health. What a blessing being healthy is. So at that, I will hop off here and see you guys later. Look for a tamper talk coming up. So Bearded Tamper, checking out. See you later.